new channel, guys. So let's back into the topics which we discussed. Okay, guys, physics, ninth class or any class is just helpful, guys. Sound lesson, NCRT and CBSE, NCRT and CBSE, and foundation wale course also. Foundation course which is helpful for competitive exams like NEET and JE. NEET and JE. These all concepts are for all this concept. Here the sound lesson is covered now. So let's get started into the object here. Production. What is sound? Sound is a form of energy. Form of energy. Sound is a form of energy. It's form of energy. You know that sound is produced due to vibration of objects. Sound is produced by vibrational objects. We all know that. Strike of prongs. Let's get it a strong prongs. You know this experiment, guys. It is a prongs. It is a vibrational talking fork. It is a prongs. We disturb that prongs. It can be moved and vibration will happen like this. Then. This like vibration will happen here. The prong is moved like this and back into the same direction. So what does displacement will happen here? So the displacement of prong from its original position to the traveling position or vibrational position back into this position, then it's called a vibration. Propagation of sound means the traveling of sound is called propagation of sound. Here the sound produced by a vibrating object travels through a medium. Listener to the medium can be solid, liquid or gas. The sound travels between medium, liquid, gas and solid, but it can't travel in vacuum. When an object vibrates, the particles around a medium vibrates. The particles in contact with the vibrating object in first displacement from its equilibrium position. Now we know that every vibrating object produces some sound. Propagation of sound means propagation of sound. Here we have two topics, guys. We have two topics which we called it as the sound is traveled like this. Firstly like this, and nextly compressions and refractions. Compressions and refractions. Compressions and refractions like this. Compression, refraction, refraction. This like sound which the sound travels in this way. We called it as transverse wave. Transverse wave. The wave which travels like this compressions and refractions is called longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves. There is two types of waves. These are this longitudinal waves. These are the way two ways to form traveling of sound. Propagation of waves. Wave is in two types: longitudinal wave and transversal wave. Transversal wave, which is the particles of medium vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave, which is have crest, which is a upward is called crest, which is a downwards this is called throw. Crest throw. I can then draw a knee diagram of that. Crest throw. It is formed like that. We have here compression, refraction, compression, refraction. Here compression, here refraction. Since the particles are move better, we move please they remove, they spread out. The compression is there, this pressure will happen and they going to be moved together. So here we know transverse section is the wave which is following. And here what is the upward? Here it is the line which I take, which is the propagation of sound, and which is the upward is called crest, and this is called throw. Okay, guys, we're gonna go for that. Amplitude and wavelength. This is some characteristics of sound. It is important to know. So let's get it started, guys. What is the wavelength? The distance between the two compressions and consecutive. Through this is called represented by symbol Greek letter lambda. So here the red color is not showing us. Let a green color actually. Okay, guys, the Greek letter lambda. This like letter, and the SI unit of meter is meter for the wavelength. Actually, what is a wavelength? Here that what is coming, where the wavelength. What is the wavelength? Wavelength means if I take a vibration here, it's a wave propagation of sound by transverse waves. It is transverse waves, which is the length between two vibrations or length between two waves. The length between wave. One wave is called, this is the called wavelength. This is we call it as wavelength. This is called here the propagation of sound, which is the distance between two waves, is called wavelength. Wavelength we called it as. Okay guys, let's go on to the next topic. Time period guys. Time period means the time taken to complete one oscillation or one vibration, which is time period equals to F equals to 1 by T. Means uh, the time is inversely proportional. What is frequency? Nextly coming frequency. Yeah, frequency. What is the word frequency mean? Frequency mean that the number of waves or vibration per second. The number of vibration per second, we calculate it as per second. The number of vibrations, we call as number of vibrations as x. If we call one number of vibrations per n equals to n by square, it is a frequency. Nextly, wave speed. Wave speed means how fast a wave is traveling. How fast? It is the speed of wave. How fast a wave is traveling is called what we call it as wave speed. We called it as wave speed guys. Let's go on to be period. Here important topic I tell you guys. Let's keep it a mind, keep it a note. Speed in different media. We know that speed of a how fast a wave travels through a media is called wavelength. So let's get it a speed. What is the speed? Speed of a speed in different media guys. Let's go into the gas. The speed of wave is 343.2 meter per second. We're going to liquid. The speed is 1484 meter per second. We're going to solid. The speed is 5120 meter per second. Here 1484 meter per second. 1484. These are the speed of medias. Speed of wavelength in different media. Speed in different medias. It is important guys to keep it a note anywhere of this. And next, measuring loudness. Yeah, amplitude of a sound. What is amplitude guys? The maximum displacement from its mean position equal to magnitude. Here we say wavelength. Wavelength half means half, we call it as amplitude. This is the amplitude or this also amplitude. We take by the wavelength, we half take a line, then rub the line which is by wavelength. Okay, I take this is the wave amplitude. This is the amplitude, and this is the amplitude. The maximum displacement between the from its mean position. So here the wavelength is the distance between of crest and next each other amplitude is how high create a. So let's get in a pitch or loudness. What is pitch? The pitch of the sound, the shrillness of a sound is called pitch. The shrillness of sound is called pitch. This is a simple sentence. What is pitch is the shrillness of sound is called pitch. What is loudness? The quality of sound. Here we know the quality of sound. So let's get it. One more point guys. How when sound travels to us? How can sound travels to us? In a 1 meter distance, a man is saying hi. In 1 meter distance, another man hear. How can he hear? It is a room. How can he hear? Because of reflection of sound. The sound travels. We know that sound is a form of energy. The form of energy is reflect by the surfaces. The flat surfaces reflect the sound by here. Here an example. Here the what is this? A bell is ringing. How can our ear hear that sound? Due to the reflection of sound like this. The reflection of sound takes place when we hear an sound. The reflection of sound. So what is the uses of multiple reflection? If the multiple reflection takes place only, we can hear a sound. he can hear a sound. These are applications of reflection of uses or reflections of sound or applications of reflection of sound. So range of hearing also decide here, guys. And nextly, range of hearing. We have actually three range of hearing: ultrasonic waves. I can write it anywhere, guys. Yeah, take a whiteboard. Oh, so let's get it now. Ultrasonic waves and infrasonic waves and infrasonic waves. Nextly, audibility range of human beings. Audibility. Audibility of human. So these are in different quantities. We can measure the sound in hertz, Hz. So let's see now what's the value of hertz in ultrasonic waves and infrasonic waves and audibility range of human beings. We can measure it in hertz. So in ultrasonic waves, then 20,000 hertz. 20,000 hertz. We're going to, oh, in infrasonic waves there is 20 hertz. Produced with a frequency less than 20 hertz. Less than 20 hertz. No, less than 20 hertz. Whereas here, ultrasonic waves, the sounds which are produced with a frequency more than 20 hertz, 20,000 hertz, more than 20,000 hertz. We're going to audibility range of human beings at between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. It's the calculation of range of audibility. Yes, let's see the structure of human ear. So this we called, what is the outer structure? This is called we as pinna, and which is a canal-like structure is called air canal, and the eardrum is present here, which is a structure like the small structure is called eardrum. Through that, when eardrum is damaged, we can't hear. And nextly, which is the present here, this is called hammer, and anneal, stirrup or strives. We call it as stirrup or strives. Here present here stirrups and strives, and these are and middle air. We called it. This is our outer air and middle air. And this is called inner air, which is inner air here. And it's called colea, and which is the present structure. They don't given that labeled name here. What is that structure name? Auditory nerve. We call it as auditory nerve. Means the nerve which gives a sensation of sound. Auditory nerve. This which is connected to the brain also. This nerve important, guys. Yeah. This is called ex- ex- extension. This is, yeah, extension tube. We call this as extension tube. This is a structure of air, human air, which is the structure of human hair, guys. Air, yeah. This is the whole structure of human ear, which the help organ. This is the organ to help hear the sound. We all know that. What is the structure of what is the structure of human ear? Ear divided into three parts: outer ear, in middle ear, inner ear. So let's get it and keep it in mind and try to give a diagram like this. So guys, the chapter is over in a few minutes. It's going to be over in a 15 minutes. Our classes is like this only 15 minutes. The whole topics are covered in 15 minutes. You have can save time. Here save time and smart learning. Smart learning you can smart learning you can here take smart learning and you save your time and just going to be smart and infinity learning. All courses are included. Infinity learning. We see here infinity learning. All topics are covered in this chapter, which is helpful for NEET and JEE also. NEET and JEE also for competitive exams. So let's like this and share this video to everyone, guys, to support us and subscribe to Hashita Academy, which is the biggest academy and an all-rounder academy for teaching classes. All-rounder teaching classes is there here. So subscribe to our channel for more videos. In 9th class sessions, we came up with new videos in different subjects, guys. See you next video.